Hey there. Get your fingers off the film.
Ketchup.
Ketchup?
Ketchup.
And?
Rewind.
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 Rewind it.
Rewind.
Do we want that on the record?
Yeah, we'll put this on. Okay, we're recording. Everything's going to be on the record going forward. Welcome to Catch 'em and Rewind. Hello, my name is Chris. I'm here with Rob and Cheney. I just looked down and it said Cheney. It's Chesney, not Cheney.
That's my gamer name.
We are a podcast where we refuse to lose touch with old friends by watching a film or a TV show. I'm really glad to see you guys this week. How the heck are y'all?
I'm doing great, dude. I've been up for a few hours, got ice cream and a latte in me. Things are
Prove it.
looking up.
Prove it. Hold it up and prove it.
Oh.
Okay, you are eating ice cream at 9:45 in the morning. At 8:45 in the morning.
8:45.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we're here watching Terminator 2 today. Judgment Day, which was released on July 3rd, 1991. It's a very seminal film in terms of how important it is to me. I'm pretty sure it has to be one of the first rated R movies that I saw as a child. Chesney, what did you think?
Yeah.
I was shocked at because let me back up. I did not look at the release date until after the movie. Those special effects were nuts, dude. For 1991, I thought that it was pretty darn good. Pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
That makes me happy.
the mom.
Jesse you'd never seen this, right? You'd never seen any of the
No,
Terminators
never
or
seen
anything.
it. The mom in it, dude. Her deltoids.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just so fit.
Sarah Connor was kind of a good place to begin with all this. What did you first, Rob? I guess I should ask you since I asked Chess.
Oh, yes. Yeah, no, I'm probably on the same page as you. So this was like a very iconic film that brought back a lot of nostalgia because we had this record on a VCR tape. And back then,
Was
I
it
guess-
like recorded over TV? So you had the commercials
Yes.
too. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
and it's actually fun rewatching it because a lot of the stuff that they edited back then isn't what was actually in the rated R version that I saw. So like my favorite one is when he's trying to humanize Arnold, right? I guess I don't know what they call him, but the Terminator, when they're trying to humanize him, he's like,
T-800.
you can say this. Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome. He's like, or you can say chill out, dickwad. But in the TV show, it's chill out, dorkwad. There's just like I never knew that. I never knew it was dickwad. I thought it was
I'm
dorkwad
sure
this
it's
whole time.
You would never know from even if you're a lip reader, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I know this movie really well, at least the TV version really well. Like lines, what happens. I probably could have watched or not watched this movie and still been able to contribute some ideas
How
that
many
are just,
times do you think you've seen it?
oh man, it might be in the 100 count because it was
What?
like one of the few rated R movies that I had that was growing up. When did you say it was? 1993?
It was 1991.
91.
Mhm.
So I was 8 when that came out. By the time it got onto TV, it was probably a year or two after that. So I don't know. That was like, I feel like that was one of those movies. Like if like the same thing. That was Chris's first rated R movie. That was like almost my first rated R TV edited version movie that we had
Dang.
on a VCR tape that we just watched over and over again.
That is so cool. And like, because there were a couple of movies that I watched that were on VC, like on tape, on VHS tape.
They didn't edit other things like the that scene where Sarah Connor's on the chain link fence, and
Yeah.
I got all of that on TV. But for some
nightmare.
reason, dickwad is like too much.
It's because in this
crazy.
country, like we can't, we're okay with any kind of violence, but if cursing or
Yeah.
nudity goes on TV, like, better believe there's going to be a town hall meeting about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What
But
did you think?
do what?
What did you think, Chris?
I love this. I love this film. It's so good. Like the makeup and the special effects, the visual effects, the way. So I had never seen this film. You talked about watching it on the VHS, like back in the day. I watched this last night for the first time in 4K, like on my big TV, kind of right in front of me. So it was really clear when they would switch from the stunt doubles to the real actors, and when they would go from like a real object, like a real metal bar going through the elevator to CGI bars like pulling it open, back to a metal bar retracting. It's like he's inserting all of these real objects around CGI and only using the CGI sparingly. So it makes it all seem more real and look better because nowadays, like we're in the model where they just make it all CGI. They do all of this in CGI, and they don't.
Is that a practicality and or a cost thing?
Money. It's a money thing. Yeah, which they don't pay these people anything that make the visual effects or anything anyway, so they can underpay them and they can just kind of have them crank it out in 6 months and have it done. But James Cameron was like, he's the guy that got in touch with another very important person here, which is Stan Winston, the people that are responsible for making all of the robotics, like the real physical robotics. They made the T-Rex in Jurassic Park. They've made all the physical dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. They're legends in the makeup, like visual effects world.
All they do is animatronics?
Pretty much. Yeah, for the most part.
Sick.
And it's unbelievably cool.
I will say that watching it later, so I remember the special effects being really, I mean, they are still really cool, but I didn't realize that, fast forward to, 40 years, that the special effects, there is a difference, right? When you see like the little lightning on the chain link fence, or the portal, but still, then I'm looking at like little details. I'm like, those chain link fence, the metal is still like on fire, like embers. Like, did they do like little lighting things on each chain link fence, or even like this memory was filed. Like I would have never recalled this had we not watched it. But I remember as a kid, having watched the show probably 100 times, that they reuse the same blue car in different scenes to get smushed. And so, it would be expensive to demo a car. So if we can get it hit by a truck on one side and then have it come the other way and get it hit on the other side, we get 2 for 1 with this car. And I totally forgot about that until we rewatched, and I was like, oh yeah, that's the same car. And those little things, so I'm like, they look real because they're real, and that's kind of fun. That was super fun for me.
Yeah, and I like the which version did y'all watch this time? Because I watched a couple scenes last night that I had never seen in this movie before. There was one where they were doing surgery on his head, and they like pulled the skin back off of his head. Have y'all seen that?
I'd never seen that either. No, that was new. I thought that was because I was watching the TV version.
No, that was a special edition, I guess. That's what I watched.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and they're using a lot of old school film techniques. I mean, they're using mirrors and other things to look like they're going inside of his head. It's just the coolest thing ever. Like, if you guys want to jump right into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
The first 30 seconds of this film, children are playing on a playground, people are going to work, and then smash cut to everyone dead.
Yeah, pile of skulls.
Skull City, USA, baby.
That's right. Fuck them kids.
Yes, Skull City. Yeah, they're all their skulls are just laying. Don't say that. And then it says Los Angeles 2029 AD.
That's only in a few years right now, so we better get our
clock's ticking.
Get our guardrails in place.
It starts off with a narration of someone, a disembodied narrator, that Chesney wouldn't know who it was, but it's a voice says 3 billion human lives ended on August 29th, 1997. The survivors of the nuclear war called it Judgment Day. They lived only to face a new nightmare. The war against the machines. And then we see this, I don't know, the battle on Skull Beach, USA, like where it's like the helicopters are coming in, and like we were talking about, dude, it's all miniature models. Like you can tell when it's on a big screen, but they're using miniature models and blowing them up.
I couldn't tell.
It's so good. That's good.
That's awesome.
I love that.
When you were talking about that machine or the animatronics guy, I'm guessing that's where this
Stan
came in.
Winston.
Some of
Yeah.
those.
He built that.
Okay.
there's a lot of explosions, a lot of lasers going on. It's the coolest thing ever. There's a battle between humanity and the Terminators. We find out that the savior of humanity, his name is John Connor. And it's
I
the
just
narrator's
love that music
son.
so much.
Oh, it's so good. Music is so good.
The music is so good.
And it's the son of the narrator. He's the leader of the human resistance.
Did they wait? Did they mention that at the front of the movie? Or doing that my son saves humanity.
Mm-hmm. She says
Man, I
the
missed
savior
that part.
of humanity, because they defeat the robots. She says we win, but they try to go back in time and kill me in the first movie. She didn't say that, but then in this movie they try to go back and kill my son. So, but the cool twist of this, and it's such a cool twist that a lot of other sequels have tried to do this and none of them have ever worked. Like, but they take the villain from the first movie and then they make them like the hero in the sequel. They tried to do it with that other robot movie that just came out last year.
Blade.
That is a vampire movie.
I didn't see that.
Did you say Blade?
Yeah.
Like Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
No, Megan. It was called Megan.
I mean, spoiler alert, they keep sending back Terminators to like mess with the timeline. I think there's like 5. I don't know. There's a lot of Terminators now, but the second one is probably my favorite, probably because I watched it a lot. This is what I liked about it. I don't think you actually needed to watch the first one. Granted, you miss a lot of the first one, right? The first one's fun because you always introduce characters. It's all new. But this sequel, in my opinion, is a standalone. I'd throw this in there with like Rocky 4. I think it's a standalone. You can basically get a lot of good stuff from it without having to know like the timelines, and John Connor is sending one back and Skynet sending another person back, but that's kind of what's happening. They're just messing with timelines, and now I feel like, especially like with Marvel or there's a lot of movies out there that are messing with timelines these days, and it kind of irritates me. When Invincible, I don't know if you all watch Invincible. Invincible started messing around with timelines last season. I was kind of over it. Same idea. John Connor sends one back to protect his younger self because Skynet is sending a Terminator, the T-1000, to take out the boy.
It's a race.
Wait,
it's a race between two robots.
Yeah. Did they say in the movie or the intro somewhere that the good Terminator was being sent back by John Connor?
Yes.
Man, I totally missed that.
Opening scene. It's that opening scene. It goes in the tunnel. They're like when they're fighting the machines at Skull Beach or whatever, and it shows John Connor with all these scars, and he's like the commander, and everyone's like saluting him. Yeah, it talks about it there.
He said, "Who sent you back?" And he said, "You did." In the future.
And then later.
Gosh,
yeah.
Man, I
that's why
totally missed that.
That's why later on there's a big scene when he's with John Connor. It's John Connor in the T-800. And God, I hope I got that number right. I don't say that wrong this whole podcast. And the T-800 are they're getting to know each other for the first time, and like these two dudes run up and try to like save him from the Terminator. And like John Connor realizes that he can make him do anything. He tells him what to do. And he can make him do anything.
The humor is kind of fun too in this movie. I didn't realize there's a lot. I as a little kid, a lot of that went over my head, right? But like that scene's funny when he's like, "Stand on one foot." He's like, "Yes!" He's like so stoked. Minor detail. How old do you think John Connor is in this movie?
He's supposed to be like 13. Is that right?
I was going to say 12.
Report, yeah, that's what I would have guessed too. There's so many voice cracks, and that was like a funny thing too. Was like, I remember because I watched this for so much of my early childhood and into my teens, But that was like the first movie. I was like, oh, voice cracks, and then when it started happening to me, like John Connor, like that's
really?
How ingrained this movie is for me.
Damn.
But
Maybe I'll lead the resistance.
when the new Terminator,
T-1000.
the new Terminator model, T-1000.
Just say liquid.
Liquid metal. When liquid metal Terminator is looking up on the police in the police car, John Connor, it says he's 10.
Get real. This 10-year-old's hacking ATMs? Okay.
Yeah. 10-year-old's like easy money.
Also, why would a 10-year-old have a police record?
Larceny, theft. I mean, it showed
his
it on the
mom.
police
I guess,
report.
I guess he was a little shit,
No,
right? That's
yeah,
kind
he
of
was.
the, kind of the premise. But dude, I also I don't know about back in 1991, but right now there are 42 John Connors that live in the greater LA area. I looked that up. Like, thank you, whitepages.com. But
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see how realistic it was
Yeah.
that we're looking up John Connor. Right? It's like looking up David Bernstein in New York. It just is not happening.
That's funny. That's super funny.
It's such a
But he
common.
finds him.
Yeah.
T1000 finds him.
Yeah,
But so does the random motorcycle dude.
dude, and that's
like
the other
that's even
thing.
more random.
He's a 10-year-old driving a motorcycle 60 miles an hour down a drainage ditch. Like, if he is 10.
When I was 10, I could have done that, but I was also raised on a ranch and was riding motorcycles by that time. Not in the middle of LA.
Good thing you were separated 30 minutes from your next door neighbor, otherwise you might
Yeah.
get some trouble.
Yeah.
It was an hour and a half to get the closest ATM for you.
But we meet John and his foster parents because his mother is Sarah, and Sarah's in a mental institution, so him and his mother are separated, and John is having to live with foster parents, and he's got a best friend that has the craziest haircut, buzz cut, and he's like, your foster parents are kind of dicks, huh? And they take
Chesney,
off.
did you ever have
listen to Guns
did
N'
you ever
Roses.
have hair like that? Chesney, did you ever have hair like that?
I don't think I had hair just like that, but I had some pretty crazy hair.
Yeah.
For wrestling, we would like collectively have terrible haircuts when I was a kid. So I wrestled for 15 years growing up, and for like state championships, we would always do dumb stuff. So it's totally possible. I don't remember it all. And my jam was more the bowl cut.
Oh, me too.
No way.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
It was.
That's awesome.
It's pretty common.
I was never a bowl cut, but
That's a white kid trauma right there. The big kind of introduction to Sarah, to his mother, we find out that she's completely lost grips with reality. She is in a mental institution and they're abusing her there, and she's got to kind of try to find a way to escape, and that ends up being kind of the big crux meeting point where everyone kind of gets together later in the movie.
that scene might have made more sense when she's escaping, because her first meeting with the Terminator, if you knew, like, the Terminator from the first one, he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
So when she's running and she sees him, she actually recognizes him as a bad guy, versus just some other dude.
When you say, hold on, for my own education
Yeah.
here, when you say from the first one, is it Arnold?
So in the
Arnold
first,
is a bad Terminator.
Yeah.
In the,
The first one sent back to kill her?
yes.
Yes.
Okay, we're up to speed.
And
Carry on.
and the other important thing is the hand. She crushes the other Terminator in the first film, and his hand is left behind, his arm. And Cyberdyne in this movie
Oh.
finds the arm and the chip that was in the arm, and they start reverse engineering it, and they're trying to get us to Skynet and Judgment Day and everything else. That's why they have to
Oh.
stop the arm. All of the stunts and all of the special effects that go into it. Robert Patrick, the actor chasing him, taught himself how to run without looking fatigued or breathing. So when he's running, he is not breathing.
He's like not or just breathing
Like
through
that.
his nose.
He's trying to hold his breath and run at the same time.
Yep, just stoicism. Like,
It's insane.
That's awesome.
So-
how did he do it? Like, it's not like they had cell phones back then. They could like film themselves. Did he hire a film crew like on motorcycles to
I-
chase him around all day?
I don't know.
There had
He
to
said
be
it was
2 motorcycles.
He said it was very, very important to him that he looked like a robot in this and looked not fatigued at all. And also, I think it's very important to mention that he chose to be an LAPD officer in the 90s to sneak in and hide amongst everybody else.
Is there a reference I don't get?
Things were really rough with the LAPD in the 90s.
Is that, I was gonna say, is that Rodney King?
That was the
Yeah.
era of Rodney King. That was the era of a lot of things that were really, really terrible. So it's the perfect kind of wolf in sheep's clothing if you want to hide amongst the people and do whatever you want.
Or just wolf in wolf's clothing?
yeah, Yeah, that's
everybody's hated.
when he does go up. The cop does go up to his foster parents' house and asks, like, "Hey, where's John?" He's a cop, so his foster parents were like, "Well, I don't know. He's a little jerk. He probably went down that way. Let me give you his picture." Like,
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lack of line of questioning from his parents. I feel like that part wasn't super believable. Never having been a foster kid, but
when
the back rooms.
so yeah, so
Yeah,
when
I thought about that. I thought about that too.
Yeah,
totally.
Mm.
He slurps through
Yeah.
those bars, and that sound right there that they make when he comes through it. I'm gonna turn it up really loud. This sound effect.
Ooh.
That sound effect was dog food coming out of a dog food can.
It's amusing to me how much time in this movie the Terminators spend shooting each other, even though they both know that it doesn't do a damn thing.
Yeah, their
Built fake.
processors kind of missed that one.
Yep.
That-
Yeah.
And this is a real
Oh,
puppet.
that's so cool. That's so cool.
That's a real puppet. So they actually destroyed several real puppets throughout the process of making this. They destroyed a full body real puppet of Sarah Connor whenever they blew her up on the chain link fence, I think. During the nuclear explosion scene, I think they blew up a puppet of Arnold.
Wait, and did they make it? So clearly they made them just look lifelike, right?
Yeah, just as close
And
to life.
apparently I don't know shit about special effects. I
I didn't
no
I didn't know
idea.
how they made that. I didn't think about that. It never
I
crossed
just
my mind
assumed
that
it's
was a puppet.
CGI.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
And then another important thing that they do to avoid CGI and stuff that I need to bring up during this mental institution scene is, do you remember the redhead? Okay, do you remember this, Chess? The redhead cop, security guard in the mental institute?
Yeah, the portly one.
That guy's an identical twin in real life. So his identical twin is standing opposite him.
That's-
And the other identical twin in this movie that you might not know about is Sarah Connor. Linda Hamilton has an identical twin. So at the very end in the factory scene, when she's calling out to John, and then they show another one pop up behind her, that's her identical twin in real life.
Huh.
Yeah.
Did you
That's
know that
convenient.
Arnold Schwarzenegger has a non-identical twin?
Is this true?
Yeah, it's Danny DeVito. Got him. We got him.
Man.
Funny that Arnold Schwarzenegger ends up becoming the governor.
God, he's so good in this movie, right, guys?
Yeah,
I
he's
love
really,
Arnold.
really good.
Like all those movies were at such a pivotal time in my life. Like if I had more gusto, I probably would have joined the military because of him and Stallone. Like he just made that type of a lifestyle look so cool. And then he like not trained. I feel like he trained the movie industry so that he was recognizable by these certain one-liners that linked all these movies together, and they're interdispersed throughout Terminator 2 as well.
Does he use so he uses Hasta La Vista Baby right before he kills the spoiler alert, the T-1000 dies. But that was 35 years ago. I think we're okay with spoilers.
Yeah.
But does he
Get
use that in
down.
other movies?
He well, I think the big thing that Arnold never bent or broke on was the fact that he used his accent. They tried to tell him to use an American accent. You're in America now. You need to start talking like we do. And he said no. Like, I'm going to stick to this. And especially early on, finding James Cameron, because James Cameron found him early in the 80s when he was still pretty big in the weightlifting world and everything like that, because he is a monster in the first one. He's a scary individual in that first movie, and in this one too. But he never broke. He always kept with that brand of, like, his accent, even when he was a governor.
So cool. He's a good
This
good
is-
dude. He's a good Terminator.
This is the second Arnold flick I've ever watched. I thought he was pretty good.
What was the first one?
I'll
Twins?
give you I've never seen it. No. I'll give you $5 if you can guess it on your next go. Go for it.
Kindergarten Cop.
I owe Rob $5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was trying to think of like no. Of
Just like
course, you would watch
obscure,
Kindergarten
little
Cop.
off the wall. Yep.
It's
Yeah.
so good. I love that movie. Yeah. So
Well, while we're talking about this, there's something that jumped out at me that I hadn't really thought about
Alright.
when I watched it as a kid. Arnold becomes like the father figure, like John Connor, who I got my notes, but I also got a pop up. Chesney just Venmoed me $5. He's a man of his word.
we move in real time here.
Yeah.
So yeah, John Connor like doesn't have a father, or I guess I mean there's like we can talk about that, but it's not important. But I love how the Terminator
Arnie.
becomes humanized.
I think it's
Yeah,
crucial. I think it's very, very important to the overall plot. That
Like
they're
at the end when he's like, I know now why you cry, but it's something I'll never be able to do. Oh,
broke my 8-year-old heart. Just like,
right?
oh, dude. And I want to skip to it right now, but when he does the thumbs up, like down into the lava, I was like, that's the first time I knew sadness, I think.
I also started thinking about Lord of the Rings, which I'd never made that.
That's true.
But yeah, this dude,
hold on.
like,
What about Lord of the Rings?
when he's like going in the lava, it's like super
Melting.
dramatic, and his thumb's going down.
Oh,
It just reminded me
yeah,
of
yeah,
like
yeah.
The Ring and
Gollum at the end just melting.
yeah.
Gollum
His-
gives a
his-
thumbs up, melts.
Yeah. The ring is on his thumb.
It's on his thumb. Just
John, if you're thinking about his life, his mom's in a psych institution. He doesn't know who to trust. Like the only like male role models that he's had, he talks about it a little. He's like, my mom, would shack up with these guys and learn how to do military stuff, and then it would never work out because she'd start talking about Judgment Day, and then so he's never had like a father figure, and then like over the course of this movie, it gets to the end where he's, I guess, like, I'm skipping a bunch, like he teaches him how to be cool, and he's spending all this time with him and teaching him that human lives are important. But by the end of it, like it's sad because he's like, I'm a robot, I'm a machine, and even more so, like, I'm gonna sacrifice my life so that humans can be safe.
This one guy that mom dated for a little while was pretty cool because he worked on cars. He built cars. And it's another in a long line of all these examples of like John Connor having a mastery over mechanics and machines and the mechanical world kind of around him. There's like the ATM hacking. There's like the mention of the cars. There's, him able to hack the safe in Cyberdyne to get the hand out and the chip out.
Yep.
He's just got a mastery of everything kind of around him casually.
Or just reloading all those guns when he's in the back of the police car or in the SWAT, right? So
he's kind of this genius that like has never had a father figure or anybody to really bounce things off of, or a parental figure really, other than his mom, who's insane.
to steer him, so he ends up in degeneracy.
But hearing him stick to his like his core values and his like core foundation of like, you can't kill people. Here's how to smile. Here's how to do all these things that you need to do to be human. Like he's trying to acclimate him to humanity, and knowing he's going to be the one that saves all of us is just cool to see. My other favorite part of this was when he jumps the motorcycle off of the building into the helicopter and steals the helicopter.
Yeah, the Halo 2 Banshee hijacking, dude. Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah. And that was real, Chris? That's real stunt?
A lot of that was, yeah, absolutely. And then, because again, he melds.
Did they have a net? Surely they had some safety built in there.
He melds, surely, right? But there's a lot of scenes where like straight up people just didn't want to do it. Like James Cameron was telling people to do things and they just didn't want to do it. Like,
get in there.
The one later on with the helicopter when he flies the helicopter under the bridge. What
Yeah,
they,
that was real.
yes,
That was 100% real.
yeah. What they did was they had a guy in the back of a van who was holding the camera and was like, "Okay, I'm gonna get this guy to do it." And like, the guy didn't want to shoot it because he was like, "I don't want to be hanging out the back of the van if it hits." And he was like, "Okay, well then get out." James Cameron was like, "Get out of the way, I'll do it." He took the camera and he shot that scene of the guy flying the helicopter under the bridge on a highway.
James Cameron did it himself.
Yeah, he did. He does. That's all. That's his mantra, dude. He's like, "Get out of my way, I'll just do it."
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good for him. One thing, real quick before we go into anything else, one thing that I was disappointed by, so there's a part where they're leaving. I think it's they've stolen the cop car, and the T-1000 is giving chase and like hooks onto the trunk of the car.
Yeah.
Right.
Those little ice picks.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's ice picks, and John Connor grabs the piece and throws it back, and it melts back into the dude's foot or whatever. I assumed that was foreshadowing, because they tell you that the T whatever can transform into anything that it ever touches.
Mhm.
Right? I assumed he was going to show up as the kid at some point.
Yeah. So did I. As like I remember thinking that surely that would happen. I wonder if they changed that.
I wonder if that was like part of the script at some point, or it got left on the cutting room floor.
And the liquid metal thing is only in this one and one of the sequels, but we don't. The sequels are not good, so we don't like.
Is there a superhero that does like liquidy stuff like that? Silver Surfer?
Maybe
Silver
Surfer. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good comparison. Silver Surfer. He looks just like Silver Surfer. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But he put so much thought into the time paradox nature and the like story of all this, and like how much is happening off screen that you don't see in the future and like in the past, and so I'm sure he had thought of that at some point.
He doesn't. The man doesn't seem like one who misses details.
Yeah. Well, and let me blow your mind here for a second. So the first one, you need to know this. John Connor, his father was a guy that was sent into the past in the first movie. It was John Connor, adult John Connor in the future. He sent his best friend Kyle back in time to protect his mother. His best friend Kyle and his mother had a baby during that movie, and that baby was John Connor. So he's the result of a time paradox.
Oh, dude, he sent his best buddy back in time to bone his mom.
That's exactly what happened. Yes.
That is what I'm talking about. That's a good friend. That's a good friend. Man, may we all be blessed with a John Connor in our lives.
It's a good friend.
It's kind of reminds me a little bit of like a less incestuous Back to the Future.
Yeah. Yes, it is. It's a very good
point. They do that? Do they do that too?
That's going on the list. We'll watch Back to the Future. We'll catch you up.
Okay.
I feel like I'm teaching you the alphabet. We're like taking
the thing that I mean, we haven't really talked about this, but for an action movie, the pace of this movie is so good too. Like I didn't feel like I watched a 2-hour movie every 100 times I watched this. Like it builds so nicely.
I love that you bring that up. Yeah, because the pacing is just, it's good. It does not slow. At the times it slows down, it's only to show you, to build the bonds between these characters, and then it just tears off in a new direction.
I was gonna say, like, as a kid, I remember thinking that it was super boring when they went and met up with Sarah Connor's like family living in
when they go to
desert.
Mexico.
Yeah, when they go to Mexico. Yeah, that was like the worst part.
I try not to think about that stuff too much. I guess part of it's having never seen the film before, but I'm like I can find myself stuck in like film review mode where I'm not enjoying it. I'm like actively trying to practice suspension of disbelief and like just enjoy the film. Yeah. So I appreciate you guys bringing this stuff up. This is good.
Yeah. Hey, having your mind blown by a movie every 5 minutes helps. Like when he shows you a
Yeah.
motorcycle jump off that thing, and like every little bit, he's showing you a new thing that kind of blows your mind. But
Man, it must have been so much cooler in 1991 when CGI wasn't so prevalent.
it won the best visual effects Oscar that year.
Oh,
Better have.
Of course it did, because it's amazing. When people saw the liquid metal come off of that tile floor, the black and white tile floor in the
Yeah.
Mental Institute, like that blew people's minds when they saw it come up out of the floor and turn into the other security guard. And him walking through the bars, like all of it, it blew people's minds.
Huh.
But yeah, this is a good time to, I guess, give our final thoughts and wrap it up. I've already mentioned I love this film. It's very important, seminal to me. I haven't seen it in a few years, and seeing it on the big screen on my bigger TV was pretty cool. What do you think, Rob?
I love this movie. It's I'm glad I yeah, it's been a few years since I've seen it. Probably a lot more than a few years. But it was really fun to visit. I think there's a lot of, like I said, a lot of nostalgia there. But beyond that, it was fun to look at it from a new set of eyes, or a new perspective. I guess that's a better way to put it. I think this movie influenced a lot of things. Maybe not like directly, but indirectly, like Banshees on Halo.
Yeah.
I got like Matrix vibes when they're going into the headquarters. It all bleeds together or like influences each other in one way or another. And this one, probably because I watched it like so much. This will be a classic for me. So I enjoyed it. Thanks for coming on the journey with me.
I thought it was pretty good. Generally, I can take or leave most movies, right? But the visual effects were a lot of fun. And I also watched this from 5 to 7 a.m. on a Sunday, so it was a great start to my Sunday, dude.
Let's
I
talk
had
about
I had
that.
a ball.
I want
Okay.
to. Well, let's not leave that on the floor. So you watched this movie like 4 hours ago. Is that right? Like
Yeah.
5
Yeah.
hours ago? Okay. Yeah.
5 hours ago.
In the middle of the morning, right? Essentially.
Well, I don't know that I would call 5 a.m. the middle of the morning.
It's the middle of the morning. It's the middle of the night, right?
I'd say
I
that's
would say
the
it's the end of the
beginning.
night,
That's
the beginning of the morning.
yeah, the beginning of the morning.
So you watched this at the beginning of the morning, in the middle of the night, essentially.
No, I'm up by then every day anyway.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
Would you recommend starting your day with Terminator 2?
Nah, if you have to, like, I would strongly recommend starting your day with Over the Top instead.
Oh,
If you want to get pumped
That's a
up
good
for
one.
a day, you want to get pumped up, ready to go. Over the Top is the
Yeah.
way. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
maybe we should add that to the list.
It's
that'd
it's
be
going on the
cool.
Absolute-
list. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
absolutely should. I've got an acquaintance here in Idaho that was an extra in that movie.
What?
She was a professional bodybuilder. She was a professional arm wrestler.
No
as much
way.
as one can be a professional female arm wrestler in 1994.
Yeah.
True.
I was gonna say, so she got like a couple stickers.
Yeah, right. She didn't get a truck.
Who was she in the
Yeah.
film? Was she like in the background, or was she just like a...
Yeah, she was in the background.
That's so cool, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's definitely going on the list. We got to watch that.
Hell yeah.
That'll-
Well, that
that'll be
was.
fun.
Do you have any other final thoughts on Terminator 2?
Nah, dude, go watch it. It's great.
That was Catch Up and Rewind. Please join us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube for other content, as well as this episode. And the next episode, we will be watching a new film. Also, we're covering some TV shows coming up very soon. So join us on our ride, on our journey. We'll see you guys soon.